Is it time to buy or sell Apple stock? In this video, we're delving into Apple. Our initial report was published on our website on Monday, the 7th of July, 2025. And now, we're back to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for anyone among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 30th of June, 2025, our system has identified Apple as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 1.52. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has experienced a gain of 2.33%. This results in an average return of 0.47% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The stock currently sits in the upper portion of a broad and weak rising trend in the short term. This situation often presents a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction back towards the lower part of the trend is anticipated. A breakout above the top trend line at $213.42 would initially signify a stronger upward momentum. Analyzing the current 3-month trend indicates a potential change of approximately 2.16% over the next 3 months, with possible returns varying between negative 13.90% and positive 3.85%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis suggests a projected change of negative 9.38%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance may range from negative 28.23% to positive 6.11% over the following year. In current terms, this would position the future price somewhere between $150.69 and $222.78. Our latest daily update for Apple includes the headline, Red Day on Monday for Apple. The Apple stock price experienced a decline of 1.59% on the last day, which was Monday, the 7th of July 2025, falling from $213.34 to $209.95. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 3.56%, ranging from a low of $208.80 to a high of $216.23. The price has risen in 7 of the last 10 days and is up by 4.45% over the past 2 weeks. Volume increased on the last day by 15 million shares, although this occurred during a period of falling prices. This may serve as an early warning, indicating a slight increase in risk over the next couple of days. In total, 50 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $10.48 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $260.10, while the lowest was $169.21. Currently, the price stands at 19.28%, or $50.15, below the 52-week high of $260.10, which is also the all-time high for the stock. In today's market, Apple Incorporated is facing significant pressures that could impact its stock price both in the short and long term. Trump advisor Peter Navarro has intensified criticism of CEO Tim Cook for continuing to manufacture iPhones in China, urging a shift back to United States production. This political scrutiny can create volatility as investors weigh the potential costs of increased domestic manufacturing against Apple's established operations overseas. Adding to Apple's challenges, a class action lawsuit has been filed against the company, focusing on alleged violations of federal securities laws during the past year. Such legal issues can lead to uncertainty, as they may not only incur financial costs, but also affect investor confidence over time. On another front, Apple is appealing a hefty fine of 500 million euros imposed by the European Union for its App Store practices. This appeal could prolong the ongoing legal battle and regulatory scrutiny, further impacting investor sentiment and potentially deterring investment if the outcome isn't favorable. Despite the hurdles, there's a silver lining with the release of F1, the movie, which has become Apple's highest-grossing film, generating over $293 million globally. However, this success in entertainment may not be enough to offset broader concerns regarding manufacturing pressures and legal challenges. In summary, while strong box office performance might offer some temporary uplift, ongoing political and legal pressures could weigh heavily on Apple's stock in both the short and longer terms. Investors should remain alert to how these dynamics unfold. Analyst ratings. On Thursday, the 3rd of July, 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned Apple a neutral grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 24th of June, 2025, it was reported that Barclays assigned Apple an underweight grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 13th of June, 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley assigned Apple an overweight grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 10th of June, 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned Apple a buy grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 9th of June, 2025, it was reported that Wedbush assigned Apple an outperform grade with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Apple stock an overall neutral rating. They have classified the price-to-earnings ratio as sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. However, for return on investment, analysts have given the stock a rating of strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Apple. The Apple stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, providing a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, a general buy signal is present due to the relationship between these averages, where the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, support is anticipated at $207.26 and $202.72. A decline below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. Furthermore, the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD, also indicates a buy signal. However, some negative signals have emerged that might affect short-term developments. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Thursday, July 3, 2025, and since then, the stock has decreased by 1.59%. Additional declines are expected until a new bottom pivot is established. Volume increased as prices fell yesterday, which may serve as an early warning, suggesting that the stock should be monitored more closely. Here are some additional signals that may pique your interest. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a buy signal. Pivots indicated a sell signal 2 days ago. Bollinger Bands indicated a buy signal 2 days ago. Short-term moving average indicated a buy signal 12 days ago. Long-term moving average indicated a buy signal 6 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 4 days ago. When examining the 12-month chart, we observe the following. The short moving average indicated a buy signal 12 days ago. The long-term moving average indicated a sell signal 2 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 79 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Apple. Apple finds support from accumulated volume at $201, and this level may present a buying opportunity as an upward reaction can be anticipated when the support is tested. This stock typically trades at a healthy volume, and with minor daily fluctuations, the risk is considered low. Over the past day, the stock moved $7.43, or 3.56%, between its high and low. For the past week, the stock has experienced an average daily volatility of 2.73%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Apple, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, often referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This falls within a relatively normal range for PE ratios, commonly seen in companies with established histories or stable revenues. In other news, the next earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 7th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are set at $1.41. It is wise to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Apple. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Apple is at $210.79. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level worth considering for swing trading. On the downside, Apple encounters its first support level at $201. If this support level holds, it could present a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Apple from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 12th of May, 2025, Chris Kondo executed an insider sale of 4,486 shares of common stock. On the 23rd of April, 2025, Kevin Parrick carried out an insider sale of 4,570 shares of common stock. On the 15th of April, 2025, Kevin Parrick conducted an insider sale of 5,111 shares of restricted stock units. On the 15th of April, 2025, Kevin Parrick also sold 5,817 shares of restricted stock units. On the 15th of April, 2025, Kevin Parrick made an insider purchase of 16,458 shares of common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've determined the insider power to be negative, with a ratio of negative 18.606. In total, insiders purchased 1,389,288 shares and sold 1,992,668 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $203.35, which reflects a decrease of 3.14%. This stock exhibits low daily fluctuations, resulting in a lower risk profile. Additionally, a sell signal has been identified from a pivot top discovered 1 day ago. Is Apple stock a good buy? Several short-term signals, along with a generally positive trend, suggest that the current level may present a buying opportunity, as there is a fair chance for Apple stock to perform well in the near future. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 8th of July, we anticipate that Apple will open higher by $1.71, starting at $211.66. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current perspective on the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your insights. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With best regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.